nsama ati say no menim baby a okasa wo start here menim baby a wo start here free. And it's very sad. Very sad. Especially when you know the persons who are involved in this whole tragic thing. Alaska, I'm not sure say words enough I bet me express how we feel about some of these things, because these are individuals that yes more private business and now more any other thing and no nam so kunya sam kwanhia wo. These are individuals that are more your money juma and her circumstances no kwan your fa so it's heartbreaking. And the sad aspect of it on so individuals know we said basic culture, there are some the personal attachment is there. Yes. Will be to say Samuel Abuaji say somebody very close friend that occasionally he will call him. I remember say almost 2 about we you declare say we win it. Later AC assign a tiny in this particular thing. We were on phone for like, but I know Obuase. Yes. Oh yes, I've been to his house. Like me, Alaska is sad. It's sad. He's such a young man. Or try out also in the Sassam we are quack to who beats Dr. Omane Boama or no crowd and another Jubilee House. And the day na your friend say 6 March and also no. That's right. He was at the your friend say Jubilee House. I saw him in person, and I know I saw somebody in the way. Accountability government series. Accountability series.
I think just last week.
Yes. Alaska, these are individuals on there, and this is a young man full of life. And I hear Omane Boama various who were playing the NDC leading up or in opposition. Back here, your friends are in the IT department. Right. 777. He was the person manning it. Election night no bakaya or the president Mahama and no moteho our brief know how things were going in as a former when you now buy our samba by deputy minister your friends minister of defense our gusa or nobody expected some of this tragic would there be a makase obia to me at any point in time yarian as a former Alaska no some of this tragic thing no especially when it involves planes, then as a form.
Sadly,
the sad aspect of being involved in a helicopter or plane crash in Alaska, you get the indication. That is the sad aspect of it. All you get the indication because whenever there is this thing, what the plane when to say pilot and answer why air use the term Mayday, you know, say
Mayday.
Yeah, Mayday. It's a distress call. Yes, send it back to where say things are out of control. So that is a code that we not tell what be my brother to play mu pet.
I was almost say
I says all vampire children with because Mayday dear a very way a distress sign, distress call. Near my way cause he said the details are quite sketchy. We don't actually know what exactly they happen here. Pieces of information nipa involved in what but Alaska it's very terrible because you see in the helicopter or in the plane, you get the indications that new going there because what fly above certain radar.
That's right.
Several miles away from the earth. Who can free plane me nye? Who see nye? Because who see no bedroom from because oxygen there no is depleted, so you even die before you reach down. Wow. That is one aspect of it. Who can nye? And according to sketchy reports now, but I think that particular area now, there is a problem there. Oh, Corona we see, it's the same area. And last year we had a scare at the same place, and I am told Obakaya Abraham John Mahama, president 2016.
That's right.
There was another scare at the same area.
Okay.
So one place, I don't know what it is, but I think some explanation will come. Some of this altitude, no, I don't know, near my high, sometimes no radar and as for no jam, that kind of way, no. So it's the same place, and at this particular sad incident, Aquaquisi. So just imagine, say, what play when your indications, pilot na lose control. And I'm told the feedback communication to the tower with control, they even lost it. So why not walk catch no?
Wow.
And a one lose control to radar and the 10 is flying on its own. Alaska, the dangerous aspect of this whole thing is I didn't bet me about the bottom. Ebebo form no na wunya nwuye. I don't know whether they had parachute, a parachute on board, but circumstances and their money city, and sometimes, very difficult to explain some of these things. But Alaska, I didn't have form. That's a word prayer, that's a winning we cry, a jatoma. And there are man for who said the most inflammable fuel, but was I see way so. Jet fuel.
Jet fuel.
A highly inflammable. And this Obakaya, Abra. World Trade Center and kwa attack here no plane no moji ye de kwa attack here no that plane was loaded with jet fuel and until the World Trade Center was able to burn yes because that plane no not jet fuel ya loadi wom omuhu ye and because or the bomber the fuel nankasa will explode ya dey highly inflammable enti se enya bofom na se impact na higher obviously e jabetom. And that's exactly what happened in this particular instance. So just imagine, say, I do a yesi. Na Alaska jet na bofom. Na wuye. Na me fan say bia ade that dey bia to na so nka obetimi atwen ho bia. Na eja atom na wuni ba bia fa. Na wo hye animo no.
Oh.
And the pictures and the video circulating, I'm told that Dr. Omane Boama na ma meti TV ho and na ohwe sa na just na Alaska we a parent what me ahwe ba look at Omane Boama where he has gotten to become a defense minister, such a young person. Now we na ma me na wo TV na wo he TV na ohu sa na ma we ya one hwe ya trauma obenya wasase yesu wo mi muta.
That's right. And on the bano as
yes
serious.
And Felix couldn't address the media because oba no he demeanor and the composure, because these are young guys who are related apart from professional job, they have personal relationship. And you could see he was throwing his hands in the air. How do you even address this thing? Then Alaska. And chief of staff or cancer or cancer no. He spoke for a few minutes.
That's right.
Because okasa emanu ko achira ebian ka esun be di achire, because it's really hard. Very hard. It's unfortunate that this week has really been a tough week because Lumba Samia ka enyanwie. And the persons involved, Obakaya, in my analysis, I've been making reference to your friend, say Mutala Mohammed.
That's right.
He's one person I admire so much because he's frank. He's somebody on the back. I say the word honorable, no, omo and scrappy, because he feels MP there, but Nimkro for the Subaya Bimudanadi. This is a guy or you're playing or canning some say they sit here. And these are individual, very articulate, very intelligent young man. In a service. Alaska, some of these things you may know, it's not about whether you like the person or you don't like the person. It's really sad because me say Obiawu, the last time I catch her say, Enisa woyare and sana wo koyantrengu baby. I say Enisa woyare and sana wo no be but sometimes the way it happens to so burn in this particular way. And the fuel involved, a highly inflammable. So Alaska, some produce we see are not yet ding. And the films na nkasa no kura betimi say you can't describe this thing. Alaska, the family no baby omo bia no, I think say your friend say your condolences has to go to the family first, the mother and Honorable Samuel Sapon. I remember a few weeks ago me oshia me wo your friend said da ho. Ohumia, that was the first Ohumia na obom. Hey Ivan, I've been watching you. You're doing great. That is the kind of way the first encounter and I didn't even expect to be but the very moment he saw me, he came to me no me that is saying as a form. These are individuals Alaska is very sad. And then yentimin can any soldier for now involved.
That's right. It means we are losing something there.
Yes. The 3 military guys are no service to their country, service to their nation. In the course of this duty, Alaska. They have families, they have other ways. It's sad, and I think that is good. So yeah, per the words of the chief of staff, or declares that a tragic Wednesday.
That's right.
It's really tragic because it doesn't happen. So when cabinet ministers and high-profile government officials in this particular manner.
No.
And the sad aspect of this whole thing is that I'm told the president was supposed to be at the function.
That's right.
And the president was supposed to be on board on this particular plane.
That's right.
It was a last-minute rearrangement. and then the man president and join it. And yes, I Bianca any a different thing altogether. But
according to your reporter from the presidency, yes, you go more fete. Asofo bi bae. Etese omobe pese president ni omobe ba besum ene.
Okay.
In the president will say okay. Say asofo say na jumede bi su say dia. E de metu manam si foko na mini asofo na okwa akosum.
Yes.
Enti president ni enter enam kwanso a wo mu ekọ. Ena awo gomu afete ansana news we bae. So the president had to what? Get return.
Yes. So the president was supposed to be at the program.
At the same plane.
The same plane and so last minute arrangement, the president had to go somewhere, and then Omane, Mutala, and some other individuals. We, Madame Fui, Abuaji or Kahui,
that's right.
Abuasino, but and I'm parliamentary winner when you're more, Deputy NADMO coordinator. So obviously, Obezi in Accra, and he has to join them.
Oh!
Because in the place I obuase anytime be a my friend be obuase no be oba cry wife am back cry my friend that kind of way.
FM 92.3.
It's sad. It's sad. Today is indeed tragic. When your friends say Wednesday, because we least suspected some of these things will happen. Alaska is quite unfortunate. And the sad aspect of Omane Boama, our Deputy Minister of Defense, and
our Defense Minister.
Defense Minister, I think we are telling few days ago. I think in one of his address, he was talking about the military planes now, our bad conditions.
Very well.
At this time, we can't preempt ourselves and say, it be a mechanical fault relating to the plane, weather. I don't want to speculate because officially, I think almost the closest way I been or fire service way I been or bossy, and they will drive 1 hour before they will get to the place. Technical report. I don't know whether some of these planes they use black box any details be recorded. Yeah, because abasa anyway be a pilot to go through be a recorded in the black box. So I don't know in this particular military plane they use those things and that's so you hear their call so because abasa pilot in the back in as much as we lose contact with the control center no or back and it will be recorded so you have a fair idea what happened at this point. Mahusa man for a bad weather obisi say as at now there is no even the presidency or my report no crano couldn't attach any reason why this thing happened. For all we know is that particular place in Ankasa a problem. And some of these things, some of these phenomena, to explain them sometimes a bit way. Because I think in the Baltic Sea somewhere, a particular place, a sinking ship from the 80s up to now.
And that's so.
So I think that one of the areas we were feeding a ship I think you go to a point of even playing cranam, hornas or fast away, no so pet. You are likely say overdrone. So some of this, I don't know whether it's a natural force, whatever, but I think that in the coming days, no further explanation will come up. But Alaska is really sad because the very people involved are young people. Look at Omane Boama, very young person, full of life, energy. Now I know her press conference, so yeah. Clearly, could see that this is somebody I didn't know so much into his job, very passionate. He was the same person who was saying that the military in the next 4 years, is going to employ about 12,000 young people.
That's right.
Making sure that he's doing things right just to ensure that accommodation will be available. And all of a sudden, we are talking about a different thing altogether. It's really sad. And I also sympathize with the president. Because you can imagine the state of trauma because the chief of staff when he spoke you could see clearly. I've told you about Felix. He stayed there to the extent that he couldn't even address the media because he's devastated, very highly devastated. The chief of staff was very quick to wrap things up in a very particular way. But Alaska, I idea one you careful be one. Yes, obi anyway I said Bermuda Triangle. Yes, it's true. Thank you very much. Bermuda Triangle. Ship sinking or honey yard kitwa. So this phenomenon up to now, people haven't been able to give us a clarity as to why. So Ghana, so I think the Bermuda Triangle, na yes, our place, you know. Yes, because last year, there was a similar incident. The only difference is plane and crash out the same area. And I remember, sir, Abraham John Mahama, president. There was a scare. I think that the plane by force landing be over Kyei. If you turn your mind back to 2016, 2015, there was an incident there that has to do with this same helicopter thing. And a president was on board around that particular time. I think that Obiswa catch him said during President Kufuor time. There was a similar
annual ritual.
Yeah, I walk that particular place. It's unfortunate that this time round, you know, I claim such valuable lives. More so more mind. I think that Ghana for quite we need to do to honor their memory. You know, I think we need to do because Alaska is sad. It's sad.
Right.
Because, I saw Omane Boama a few days ago. This is a young man full of life, very passionate. Oh, Alaska.
Right. I'm sure that was Ivan Kyei innocent. Ivan meba mama yetiwe kakratiwe. Mini Omane Boama your last interview before 2024 elections on this particular network. I know say na your Wednesday.
I'm just read the military say the Chief of Army Staff, Major General Bismarck Kwesi Ongona, has stated that the military has a significant responsibility in ensuring a free, fair, and transparent election. Look, military, NDC will win all the barracks in Ghana. I want to tell the top hierarchy of the military, NDC will win all the barracks in Ghana. So the top hierarchy of the military, if they think what was done in the year 2020 can be repeated in 2024, they are joking. They are joking. Repeat it after me. They are joking. If they think that military invasion of parliament now on January 6th, no, it will be repeated in this election, once again, they are joking. Who will be a Boama command? And Nipana Edinechino are not obeying the command. They should wait and see.
Ivan, 1 year Pepper Penny.
Yes, it's very so. Like most of his interviews, Ninja center on defense.
That's right.
And this is somebody who advocating for some changes in the way military few days ago and our challenging various security agencies about missing ammunitions.
That's right.
And I think so here in the press conference now leading that conversation has to do with this ammunition. And don't also forget that this gentleman in question, Dr. Omane Boama, is a medical doctor. The classmate and madam for me papa minua doctor. A fan doctor me Holy Family Hospital. No, and I work in UST.
That's right.
So they are very close friends. So this is a gentleman with a medical background as a medical doctor. Our transition to do what he's doing.
Wow.
Alaska, you need to be somebody of a highly intellectual, to have a high intellectual value to be able to, blend some of these things and do it quite well. It's quite unfortunate. I don't know where Sayebe used to express. And they were condolences, and you don't even know who to wish.
Exactly.
Because this is a gentleman, the military alusu, baby. The NDC fraternity alusu, baby. Ghana for alusu, baby. And son and the family so alusu, baby. And Mutala is the same thing. And Amanoka say there is another by-election, sir. Ever because Mutala was an MP. And Mutala has always been my favorite MP.
That's right.
Because of Okanabin, or straight to the point. Alaska is sad. It's sad. I remember there was a time he was on TV and will be challenging the sort of part one and I said for and there were no no read the part for good to say yes. He is a free soul, very fine person with calm composure, even though near there. Alaska, but that's sorry. And these are individuals who pitch up about thing. Sometimes oyarena owu yanka, that is different.
That's right.
Oh no oyare ko no. Then you prepare your mind towards acceptance. So oh no oyare because owu yare the possibility of you getting closer to death na in our part of the world no you so oyare na wawu. But wait there when yare ho ya den. What that sort na pa kra oyire me tu kwanya kokumase akwakoya ade aba. and all of a sudden such a tragic incident happened, and Alaska, it's sad. I think Ghana for respect to be as you pay for this departed Sobiano very often the politics. NDC, MPP, Nancy, Muhunu.
No, Baba, so what is the way I politics?
Yes, because in this particular way, I'm not sure, sir. Anybody, but in this animal way, politics. I have some eye and if nothing at all, I'm told, sir, mamma, TV as I didn't see, so NDC for more. Your friends around the area.
That's right. They should get close.
They rush to the place to console the woman because me sure say baby word because Omane Boama MP e be wanyini. And some of these things Alaska here it will knock you off.
That's right.
It will knock you off because it's sad. It's really sad. And I think tribute to be as a man for pay the presidency the place is highly devastated.
That's right.
And I saw Muntaka. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, first interior minister.
Initially,
he was crying like a baby. People had to console him and several other people. Alaska is sad. It's sad.
Because what the information I had,
yes. Issue I think Nipa na omudi na muye mutaka.
That's right.
And Amakufibua, Lance Minister.
Oh,
okay, but I'm told say Nrano, Lance Minister. Akoye.
And I don't need the let them no medikai.
Okay, on it Eko Kumase.
That's right. Delay. I can na come back.
Oh, okay. And then the labor befa form. They say play no be slow. Oh, it's sad. Alaska, some of these things, you know, and oko US akata for no na mfa play no.
Really?
Oh, be at na US for them kwan na nyina mfa play that. Or say person oba Friday uko wa ntimi nsimuane. And kilometer na dan oba drive.
That's right.
Because who to the sense plane accident. Now no they see we India echo way plane take it off na and omunya indications plane ko crash. We ya ho hwe enye.
And there's one need to asem ko.
One yes. One need to asem ko and we fan saying the oba frɛ bi abɛfrɛ. And sa plane accident sometimes you know almost say nyame sometimes some of things not happen. Nyame bu na ni gu ne sa plane ko we no. Obi a video inside the bar na enkura nketenkete a yawo mo e de damanfo nan so opimfo wo ma onyem Alaska when natural phenomenon play Indian play no oba pimfo e wom e na your friends say ma me mpanimfo who say obi there are people they can calm themselves obi obetimi calm ne ho but because obi wo ma otim di I remember no obi a recount an encounter with Mandela no mu to kwan akọ baby.
That's right.
And na plane no enya turbulence I was so e bubom na amanfo esu Jesus na obi obe friend nyame ofi friend bosom and na Mandela team na why just say as if say nothing is happening. And plane nya aye land na o say asem free Mandela no say that was scary. Ade amanfo ewu omu su ni na say for no no. But you see obi a kwan ofa so a otimi handle situation and we obi a woni saa kokoduro no bia obewu osoro ho kwansa na ade na anya accident and you can't do anything about obekai Kobe Bryant de ya one ne ba.
That's right.
Ekonya the same way Diego Jota na no ada one dey kwa de na ye friend say car Liverpool player yi and player ya omoton na akọ sign the contract one euro no so ni plane kwa ira yi and maybe finishing I no so by yeah between two English club and then as a form. So Alaska some of these things you know and the bus akwa na ukofro plane we no ma ayam hihie na as for unru ya wakoma and ade ba akon so a me pesa me kaka sa ade we hu ni say Alaska the last time I was telling somebody say me kwa yie na one papa no ti o te ka ba akom o yere tim o matim very dangerous way. So even though at some next year we for two ministers of state and big government officials young crowd in the same thing na yam fan to kwan going forward I think that we need to in the US hardly and president and the vice for play back home.
And US
no hey na BBC I won't lose Omamienu. Even in the White House, even though the vice president has on one office for her, but hardly and I'll be who say oh because they make sure that they isolate them.
Okay.
And the BBC
in case of any calamity.
Yeah, so like Jubilee House, for instance, you can't have the president and the vice president operating from the same building. And the BBC, not say Jubilee House, no, we say nuke be banner you neutralize her. You lose 2 people. So in as much as you have office there, you don't operate from there.
Okay.
So because some of these things you need to take certain by hano because it can't happen say president and the vice president before playing back a president and then a vice obey no multi playing back say you kwan no even the security no cry amount ho kwan what as na make and our ministers of state be 5 na maso am ho agu playing back na se for no ana abusuya. But there was a time maybe see abusuya omo nyina se kohye papa wu ye ne yiri wu ye ne mane ne we nyina ko no mu nyina poster ebodan ho because abusuya nsesa ye hungu kam say yetu kwan. So I think they're going forward no e niam ba ko na mienu bi so say yesuya na ye make sure say we avert some of these things because to have 5 prominent government officials plus your friend saying 3 prominent military people, 8 people at a time. Some of these things are happening, no? It's highly tragic.
But also videos and I just say almost beyond recognition.
Then I am person make can say I because I hear Omane Boama photo, a fine gentleman. Now there that I don't know how to link the two. That is why I mean, person can't see no machine.
But for the sake of listeners,
Alaska.
When we inform, But I told the visual.
You have the human face, you know.
I moderate.
I reho. It's really sad. And I'm because I say I thought that Yamini named the oil, but near my visual high Yamia. A mourning.
Now was a yebisa no one said.
And I said, America said, and now what be an free assassin so I got an astrono because Yameti assassin was on every day beyond Kobako court.
I'm a for baby son as a move
and Kobako court the beer because won't mean so also 1 hour I won't mean yes and name when I catch and say you miss out your baby sow but obey it is what it is.
Right.
Alaska life for no I think say and I am so no and American life for no let's take it cool. Life is simple. Life a very simple thing. Sometimes expectations and then as a form giddy obiti baby o su giddy na position on chair no mama maybe and at the bank and then me buafu na me yes say
obi na wanya dia
you see life no sa na tie obi o ha o ya mama hwe na me da party kura ma film na me say life, you don't know. Me say the interplay of life and the dynamics are so complex to the extent say wherever you are, do the little that you can, and feel free. Don't overburden yourself with things that are beyond your control.
That's right.
Don't be chasing like obina anyane de but you see what has happened. You understand? And sometimes life when you giddy wherever you are, just take it slowly, let it flow. Now be appreciative of the Obenya Bia because life, circumstances, the dynamics and everything are involved in life. It's so complex to the extent say human understanding cannot explain everything. So Alaska, I think it's really sad. My condolences go to the family, the bereaved, Neire Nema, this young way, and to his deputy minister, Broja Jamfi, such a young man, also a very nice person. Broja is a personal friend.
That's right.
Oh yeah. He's a personal friend, a very nice gentleman. I think who are the way a manner is sad. It's sad. And this moment, I'm not sure even what to say. And I think our condolences go to Ubia, especially Eastern region. And chair you. And President Mahama call Eastern region. Defense Minister Ubia Ufriho. And this
Chief of Staff.
And I even forget about everything. Omane Boama is such a young man. Full of life expectation near my Dawson. Look at Mutala.
Obia sending messages, sir. Omane Boama any mame bape or no quan any.
Oh, Nebaba Cope.
That's right.
So you see, just put yourself in the shoes of this woman. Alaska, we didn't want to win see another BM da. Just imagine. Put yourself in the shoes of this. And I don't know. And just be a what on officially about man yes about wo.
But what TV
what TV when I walk here because it was all over.
And you do ban phone.
Yes, and issue no buy no. The people were speculating. And I think the only person I'm for yes sure say okaho no.
That's right.
Or not there because program now has to do with defense. Our the defense play na people were sure say anya the defense minister was part of it.
But as to
other people, no, because even saying now, most lands minister can until I called Matilda and was sending me a message. Say, oh no, God is in the who say, oh okay, or not the arm say, oh the kind cry that.
What I was Ivan, me babesh me real studio I made show last you know, and I had a call.
Okay.
And I call Bisu fee a baby.
Okay.
National security to call me a buyer no. And so as for this one there, me answer na me kono na the people on board ne dey na obi be say na menya.
Okay.
Ezi ama afa omo no mutie so so me hwe a afa before for is na me to me nkasa because me bie I hope who here so me bie mic na masai akatu
Alaska ha
bie mic na
obedi am betena radio so bakasa Omane Boama wu kana kure
you see it me bie mic na it not the cost keeps coming now me nuaba be boss him
okay
TV XYZ no offer me Alaska e dey na koi and Alaska say Alaska na so me nua to bo asaka afa suwa no so ti me to me kura ankasa
yes and then ya na abeka there ya na abeka Alaska o kind of say na watch ba na ye
obi kura do send me message no say president e ka ho bi and say it Alaska mo hwe no do to me didi and I'm say so I have to tell the person say we dey keep kuna maintain
yeah because the entire people were attributing the president can on has to do with
because flyer
yes
flyer na bar out no not president the picture and
yes the president was supposed to be part of the na air course no but I think the last minute change said the Wusikano and I save president one man and na yet here Alaska and a different thing but even however no it doesn't change anything.
That's right,
because these are high profile individuals. Mutala has been an MP for quite a long time.
The constituents.
Yes. Say Umpo, another by-elections about and other people, some was upon is a person. Ghana politics, minim de nimno, and he's currently one of the vice chairman of the NDC. And your friend said, me, madam, for your friend is saying, Abuaje. One other person, and I would confirm it, my man can bear me there. Because I'm saying I've been missing that person.
What's
the other person involved?
Soldier penny be sending message.
Okay.
Now the Okanyana say Alaska, yeah, I say any we now actually we a soldier near Nigeria. Now I see for the sake of a departed souls no or family. Anka visuals na yes circulate say omashishi ni we no anka be ya we should delete them.
Yeah,
because the more now and answer bia NCA betuma for kwam so restrict saniama way because omunukura eto because in Nigeria there no it's not allowed.
Yeah, it's highly unprofessional on the part of your media houses. No? So
that's right.
I think actors is something in recent time, no, it has been thrown to the dogs. Alaska, just imagine so we hearing here. No, people were actually they wanted confirmation, so they didn't know the individuals that were involved.
That's right.
But I'm sure, sir, it's not nice. The major TV stations were showing some of these things, even in the most advanced countries. Why CNN and as for them. When they are showing these things, there is a strict policy.
Exactly.
You need to blare and sabaya. And some of the content, even Facebook and YouTube, we can't even post them. Who post to
I'm a flag.
Because Alaska, these are sensitive images, and then as a for by Hano, some of these actors in Asafo has been thrown to the dogs. So I watched a video and
that's right.
And they were showing this thing on TV. So just imagine, say, a family member,
and answer baby, Omane Boama
yeah. Oh, Alaska. And I make us say, a believe a scar,
an indelible,
yes, a scar on your mind that you a shock, you will never get out of it.
I have a mammy come home, Simamra.
All right.
Not me ba, you bet was live on the radio on 92.3, on 92.3 FM. So maybe I say
FM 92.3. FM 92.